Hey gang, what's going on? I hope you're having a great week. So last time I talked about the Jets and looking forward to the trade deadline. I want to talk about the Giants today. Is this a potential addition by subtraction situation again, similar to the Jets? I mean, the Giants are 1-5. They really don't have much to look forward to. The Jets are showing glimpses of potentially being a really good team. That still remains to be seen. There's still 2/3 of the season left. We'll talk about this more, and I want to know what your feedback are. What your feedback is. So if you're not subscribed to this channel and you're a fan, please hit that subscribe button, especially if you're a Jets, Giants, or Bills fan. Not only do we talk about those three, we talk about all the other teams as well. If you have a team that you're a fan of that's not one of these three, just load up the comments and let me know. And I'll do a trade deadline preview for that team as well. I'm happy to do it. If you do hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell as well. That way you get the inside scoop on everything that happens when it happens. So I want to make sure that you're one of the first people to hear and see. So I thank you for that. I really do. But can the Giants, can they move some weapons? I think they've got some weapons here that are just kind of rotting away, having their talents not utilized. They'd be better fit somewhere else. I mean, Darren Waller, popular tight end reception target here for the Giants, but like Daniel Jones, you got Tyrod Taylor in it now. And for Daniel Jones, who he's just been clobbered by a decrepit offensive line. And is Darren Waller's talent wasted here? It looks like it. So could he go to a receiver needy or a tight end needy team like the Cincinnati Bengals, be a good fit? Yeah. Could they get a decent pick for him, a mid-round pick? Yeah, maybe a third-round pick for him, something like that if possible. And again, this is where the Giants could use some of these weapons to trade to get more draft pick capital, so they can either get more depth, in the draft to address a lot of holes, or use multiple picks to move up in the draft, to have multiple high draft picks so they could draft multiple offensive linemen to protect their quarterbacks. Be a good idea from the Giants. A really good idea from the Giants. So Darren Waller is, I think, a guy that can get him some value back, as is Dory Jackson, their cornerback. It's another one who can get value back in return. Again, he's a ball hawk. He's really good at coverage, okay? Could you get a third or a fourth round pick for him? Maybe both, okay? A mid-round pick for Dory Jackson would be a good idea. Who needs corners? Teams like Detroit. They're a playoff-hungry team. They're up and coming. They're basically like a little step behind some of the elite teams. So, but they could use another defensive player over there to add to that depth to complement their offensive weapons as well. So I would talk to Detroit and say, hey, can we get you, what do you want? What can you give us for Dory Jackson? If you get a third for him and a third for Darren Waller, get 2 third-round picks, you can move those up. Okay, and you can trade for a higher pick. So just a thought. Or you can just address multiple holes and get multiple mid-level draft picks. And lastly, I think the guy that can probably extract the most value for them is Leonard Williams. It stinks to see him leave, but again, looks like his talent's wasted away. And this guy he to me screams for teams in the AFC East, right? So keep on the East Coast, Miami, New England, even Kansas City. Okay, and he's not in the AFC East. They're not in the AFC East, but those types of teams will be well off to get a guy like Leonard Williams. And this is a guy who could probably get you a second-round pick, or maybe a second and a third-round pick, or multiple threes, or whatever. Third-round pick this year, third-round pick next year, like whatever it might be. But if anybody's getting the multiple picks, it's probably be Leonard Williams. And again, good compensation, and this not only gives them draft pick capital, but it gives them a lot of payroll relief too. And right now, shedding payroll and putting themselves in a position to score more draft picks to start retooling and potentially even rebuilding this thing is a good idea for the Giants if I'm them. And again, Leonard Williams is a guy that stops momentum. He stops drives cold-blooded. So he's a game changer. He's a difference maker. And that's the type of guy that's going to net you either a high-round pick or multiple draft picks. So if I'm the Giants, those are the 3 guys I'm looking to move for the trade deadline. Or at the trade deadline. Maybe they can get more for that. But I think they can get some pretty good value and some pretty good cap relief here. But let me know what you think. Load up the comments, gang. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.